Hi guys, today we're going to react to Hurricane in My Soul by the SIXSTERS. This is a Buy Me Coffee request from Dan L. Thank you, Dan, for this request and for your support.
Thank you, Dan. We appreciate you bringing us back to the SIXSTERS. So yeah, thank you for the ongoing support.
Sometimes at night I can't sleep. Thought it's a quiet and empty streets, and only the stars give light to all the crazy people like me. We're gonna be free, yeah. We're gonna be free, yeah. Hurricane in my soul, undetected, unknown. It seems this is something you got. What should I do? It's tearing me apart, and I'm going to fight. There seems incident just to let me sleep.
The first thing that attracted my attention was the dilapidated house. And I'm toying with the thought that this might be Ukraine. I don't know if they shot in Ukraine, but if not shot in Ukraine, maybe it represents Ukraine. Just because of the way the house looks like it went through some sort of trauma. I'm biased because the energy that comes from the song is very severe. It's very dramatic, sad even a bit, or pensive sad. And every time they do a song like that, I immediately think about what they're experiencing in Ukraine. The same thing happens when we react to ginger ballads or songs with severe subject matter. So I immediately go to that place. I don't know if that's the meaning here. There's a certain frequency of energy that I get from the SIXSTERS when they do a ballad or a song with serious subject matter. It always hits the same. When they allow us into their world, it's like a very familiar signature. The pain is specific. When I listen to Maria sing, you can almost see it from her expression and the way she sings, and the rest of the band, of course.
First of all, I want to say they are sounding fantastic. I like the way it started as far as visually by telling us that they're treating this one like a short film. It was crediting certain people for all kinds of things, produced by the SIXSTERS family. Maria's voice has definitely a distinct signature on it. You can recognize it anywhere. Something that's very specific to her. Every time she hits a certain pitch, I get goosebumps. And it's usually when she kind of straining it. I know she's not actually straining, but that's kind of how it sounds. And it gets me every time. It's that pain you're talking about. She has a way of expressing it that is very, very specific to her, I think. And it sounds great, and it relays that feeling to us very, very easily. I mean, we are aware that they are from the Ukraine, and many of their songs speak to that topic. So you're right, we are biased in that way. Because if we didn't know that they were from the Ukraine, we would not really relate the song to the war, but maybe to a war or a situation like that, some kind of turmoil in somebody's life, but it's more than just them. It's about a group of people who are experiencing the same hurricane. And it says so in that first verse where she says, "And only the stars give light to other crazy people like me. We're going to be free." So it's people who are feeling that they're currently not free. We know that the band is no longer in the Ukraine. They have escaped the war and they are living and recording elsewhere. So they still don't feel free, though. It doesn't matter if you escaped it when you're not in your own country or your own country is not free. You still feel like you're not. And that's the hurricane in their soul, I think, that is referred to in the song. It could also be a general feeling of unease if it's somebody who's listening to the song from a different point of view, so not knowing that it's about the Ukraine or whatever, it could be just any kind of turmoil you're going through, the song can apply to that as well. So it's pretty cool. The lyrics are fairly well written. I'm really liking it.
Yeah, yeah. I like what you said about her voice. To me, when she starts singing in a lot of their songs, her voice feels feathery and caressing, but you can feel the pain caged in it. So when she raises her volume, it's like the pain is released. She releases some of it or much of it. It's always there, that pain, that energy, even when she whispers.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's become a recognizable thing with her. A very sort of introspective kind of feeling when she starts singing. When you look at the chorus that she just sang, hurricane in my soul, undetected, unknown. It seems this is something new. Gosh, what should I do? It's tearing me apart and calling to fight. This intense heat, it doesn't let me sleep. Coming from a country that is fairly often at war, for both of us, you're still there, I'm not. That feeling of being away from it, you still for a long time feel that heat that she's referring to here. It doesn't let you sleep. So it doesn't have to be at night. It can be just to do with relentless thoughts, about home and people left at home to have to deal with that kind of thing. I could definitely relate to this song on a personal level, no question.
Yeah. And it's also in her soul. So she can seem fine on the outside, but she's in turmoil. She has a storm inside her. It's like a way of saying we're not okay.
I hope that everything will be fine. I just need to find the right side. It will help me tame this incomprehensible hurricane. Everything's spinning faster and faster. My life turns into a natural disaster. I'd say hello to everybody from the epicenter of the storm. From the epicenter of the storm. Hurricane in my soul, undetected, unknown. It seems this is something you got. What should I do? It's tearing me apart. I'm calling to fight. This intense heat just let me
She mentions that she's in the epicenter of the storm, otherwise known as the eye of the storm, the place where everything is quiet while everything around is getting destroyed. If it's in her soul, in my mind, it could possibly mean that she may seem peaceful while her world around her is getting destroyed. And also in one of the shots, one of them builds a house of cards. In my mind, it reflects how fleeting things might seem to them when everything they know can just come tumbling down from a bombing. Imagine how they see their houses and buildings that seem stern and steady get destroyed in an instant.
Well, the house of cards could also represent a person, their soul, whichever way you look at it, that if you take out one card, it all comes tumbling down. If everything isn't quite perfect, things can go very, very, very wrong. There was a verse there also that says, I hope everything will be fine. I just need to find the right sign. It'll help me tame this incomprehensible hurricane. Everything's spinning faster and faster. My life turns into natural disaster. I say hello to everybody from the epicenter of the storm. So it's like, yeah, I'm hoping that things will find their way and will correct themselves. But it's almost like she's saying that it's out of her control. Hurricane, natural disaster, not something that you can control. You can try to control it within yourself, like stay at the epicenter of the storm, say hello to everyone from there, but you can't control the storm that goes on around you, which is an interesting kind of imagery. Very, very cool. As always, the SIXSTERS are at a fairly high level. I really like the way they put a song together. This chorus is very, very catchy.
Hurricane in my soul, undetected, unknown.
The ending of it was also very powerful, even after Maria stopped singing. It's just something about it seems very introspective, contemplative. It's like they were all within themselves trying to calm the storm that's going on within them. And also the way the drums were at the end, it's almost like a ticking clock. It's like saying,
Yeah.
time is passing and this is still going. And we don't have any control of when it's going to stop and if it's going to stop. It just kind of takes you along with it. And like I said, I can really relate to this song. So watching them, it's kind of making me think about things back home and that kind of thing. It's a very good song. I really enjoyed it.
The house that they're in, even though there are heaters there, most of them are wearing hoodies, warm clothes, as to say that the heat is not working because the infrastructure, everything is destroyed. They resort to wearing warmer clothes indoors. And it sort of marks how far they need to go in order to rebuild.
It's funny that you mentioned the heaters and the clothing, because there's that line that I read before. It's tearing me apart and calling to fight this intense heat. It doesn't let me sleep. Heaters or no heaters, there's always heat around or inside because of the turmoil that's going on inside them. Or if you're in a country that's at war, the heat that's coming off whatever is going on around you is probably quite a lot to take. It's on many different levels, which is really, really cool. Another awesome release from the SIXSTERS. Thank you, Dan L, for another awesome request, another SIXSTERS request, which we've been enjoying immensely. This band is really, really good. Keep them coming. We're really enjoying it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dan, for requesting this song. We enjoyed reacting to it very much. More from the SIXSTERS will be much appreciated. And thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. If you have a song in mind you'd like us to react to, please make a request through BuyMeACoffee. The link is at the top of the description below. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, our SIXSTERS reactions playlist should be up on the screen sometime about now. Please give it a click, check them out. This band deserves to be seen and heard by as many people as possible. Give them all the support that you can. Thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate all the support coming our way. Please keep it coming. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode. We hope to see you all then. Thanks again, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.